Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
On this St. Patrick's Day, cities across the world are celebrating this, especially true for those in Dublin, Ireland. Take a live look right now outside the famous Temple Bar. And of course, as you can see, the pandemic is not standing in the way of this year's celebration. Thanks so much for joining us and good afternoon. I'm Andrea Lutz. Here is the noon news. We do have coverage of today's March Madness, of course, featuring the Montana State men's basketball team. We have that story in a minute. But first, a new ruling in our state could create a pathway for people with marijuana convictions to have them removed from their records. The Montana Supreme Court set up new petition rules. It means anyone who got busted for a pot-related crime where it's now legal can file for expungement. And that process could be a little bit easier, too. That's because the Office of Court Administrations is making those forms that you need to file more accessible without the help of an attorney. Good news for 30 small Montana agriculture businesses this afternoon. $8 million in federal funding is heading to Montana, and among them 17 meat processing facilities. Senator John Tester helped secure that federal funding from the American Rescue Plan. This could help address what some describe as a meat monopoly, where 4 giant corporations control 85% of the industry. It's costing ranchers and consumers money. Now those local meat processors have a chance in the game. A flash flooding drenched Birmingham, Alabama after several inches of rain. Drivers even warned to avoid the entire downtown area. This is the National Weather Service who warned of life-threatening flash flooding across portions of the city. Okay, so it is time. Round 1 of the NCAA tournament. It's tipping off, and we have some images of the MSU Bobcats men's basketball team actually arriving in San Diego. Well, the team wasted no time getting to work. Of course, they're holding a few closed-door practice sessions. That's before they actually kick off for their first game, which started at 11:30. It is being played right now on TNT. And that's today's Leading Look.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Hopefully this Thursday treating you good so far. Something cool that's happening tonight, the March full moon at 1:17 a.m. peak time. It's called the worm moon or the crow moon, a sugar moon, sap moon. It's named for the earthworms that come out when the soil warms up, and whether they like it or not, the worms become food for birds and other animals. So the March full moon tonight, it's called the worm moon. Hopefully you'll get a gander, take a good look at it. All right, temperature-wise today, we're going to be in the 40s and 50s. Really a beautiful day on tap. Lots of sunshine for a good portion of the region. The question is, does it last, and do we have much needed moisture returning for the weekend? We'll have details coming up.
In just 10 months, Butte's iconic Eminem Bar and Cafe went from destruction to rebirth, where it'll temporarily reopen for St. Patrick's Day.
It's happening, yes. Thank God it's happening.
This did not seem possible last May when a fire reduced the 130-year-old structure to cinders. It wasn't until last month that Selena Pankovich was able to purchase the building next door, upgrade the facility, and open it for St. Patrick's Day.
It's been very stressful. It's stressful, but it's also very humbling just to see how many people have come together to make it happen.
The new building also has a new sign built by local sign maker John Weitzel, who designed it to look like the old one.
I mean, he just knew exactly what I was looking for. The sign is perfect, and I think the best thing about the sign is it will be a nice complement to the real sign when we hang that back up on the building.
She plans to rebuild the old building in its former location and connect it with the new business.
I deserve a little credit for persevering, but really the credit is owed to everybody out there in the community, because they're really they are what inspires me to keep plugging along and making this thing happen.
Some of the rare items that were recovered from that devastating fire include a case of Guinness Stout, some Bailey's Irish cream, and a case of Jameson whiskey, ingredients used to make an Irish car bomb, a very popular drink over St. Patrick's Day. Now, do you think that's a sign? Selena believes it is.
I mean, I don't know if you don't believe in miracles or signs or whatever. I don't know how you couldn't after all of that.
After St. Patrick's Day, she plans to close and then reopen permanently by June. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.